up games in here. I like that.
Stream Elements. Ruffins 1 is now live. Streaming Apex Legends, just me.
Runway's green as grass, and we are ready for takeoff in 10.
What the hell? I just noticed I ain't getting. Alright.
Let us begin. Legends. We're soaring straight to the top, baby.
Got some materials for us.
Somebody.
Wings out.
Sending a care package.
Enemy that away.
Now impress me.
Wings out.
Oh, he's cracked. I don't know how to use this damn girl. I can't get away with her.
Prepare or die. Round 2. I hope you have discerned their weaknesses.
I have gathered materials.
Secured some materials. Oh my, an enemy.
Throwing frag.
Care package.
Frag out.
Could turn the
Care
tide for you.
package dropping from low orbit.
Could turn the tide for them.
3, dumping the pods.
Dumpty right here.
Scanning the area. Shots fired at me.
Wings up. Reloading. Charging up my shields.
Reload. They went straight down.
Reloading. Found it.
Learn from this.
This character sucks.
The enemy nears victory. Do not give in to fear.
Game faces on, squadron. They only need one more point to win.
Round 3. Do not relent.
Keep running for that material. It ain't doing nothing with it. It ain't helping you.
Yeah, it is. Does help.
Yeah, I guess we won like 2 games.
A care package. Shields recharging.
Reloading. Recharging shields. Airstrike.
Worst character in the game to me. I guess because I never
You have a winner. But this is just the beginning.
I ain't never been in a game where wasn't Horizon. So you know there had to be a new player to be playing as a Horizon. Oh, he must have watched the YouTube and figured out that Horizon was decent at the game, so now he wants to jump in the game. How did I end up in last? And my rank way higher than theirs. It's just Respawn picks days to just make you frustrated at the game, and I don't know why they do it. Then they wonder why they lose fans and pro players and so many people talk shit about them. Stop doing shit to frustrate people. We know y'all playing God in the game.
Safety first, dears.
This is gonna be a good fight.
Utter mayhem.
Playing regular arenas. I know his rank doesn't outrank you.
Then
I
twist
know his
yourself.
rank, but look at their skin. Watch. Look at their damage and their shit. You can tell. See? So I should have had the option of getting her first, and then had to come into the game and get frustrated off the top. Because y'all like to play damn good. I just want to see if he's okay with any other player. Fuck you, it don't matter.
Get
Shouldn't
ready.
matter to you.
Research is about to fly fast and
Once you make
furious.
the game, it's no longer
and also
yours,
bullets.
it's ours. Leave it alone. If you only wanted to make it where you could play it at home with your friends. Put it out in the commercial industry. Pretty much for monetary.
Fight.
Scanning the area. Making contact with enemy.
They all went down.
Eyes to the
Show.
Double kill. That
Prepare
was
for
a
the next
triple
round.
kill, dude. What's wrong with
Your
you?
opponent.
Boys are just standing out in the middle of the floor. Like, who was they doing? Yeah, I'm streaming, but his face said this.
Round 2. I hope you have discerned their weaknesses.
They can't see his face at Torque.
Marking our surroundings.
grenade deployed.
Contact with target.
Good shooting, dude.
Well done. The round is yours. Victory is close. Achieve it at all costs.
Yeah, I'm gonna use cover.
Making contact with enemy.
Round 3. Remain vigilant.
Like, get the high ground.
Reckon we should head here. Pause, enemy here.
All father. Contact.
Grenade flung. Grenade. Reloading.
Care package. Sending a care package.
Care package on high.
Follow me.
Listen up, I'm getting shot at.
I'm taking fire.
Reload.
Reloading.
Grenade. Grenade out.
Oh, shit. Last time, structure back. Enemy down. Recharging my shields.
Right up here, homie. Get him, hot ducky. Way to use cover though that time though. That was pretty good. Cover.
We have a winner. But this is just the beginning.
I'm not Bloodhound. Okay, I feel a bit better now. Need to go get in some matches with some real people. What y'all like about that? What y'all like about that? Oh, oh. Let's see which camera is that facing. Facing down on him. Oh. No. No, I want me to play rank. What? Why did they repeat that? You saw that? What was that about? Come on, developer. Y'all just was upset to see my shit at silver? Y'all actually think I was trash? No, it's y'all trash when y'all try to play God in people's games. Like I say, the game is not consistent, man. You could be great one day with the same amount of type players you're playing. They don't suck. It just depends on how y'all server work or how y'all want the game to go.
Hey, we both woke up today. Not a bad start.
The game, I'm telling y'all. But everybody needs to start seeing that. They fix it for the pros so it to work better for them. Cause you know they got their own private servers. Like we can't use the code to make them our own little area and shit. And they dedicate most of their server to that pro shit. Like they probably got a I-21, not an I-9 or I-10. They probably got that Google server type shit to play their tournaments on. And we get this trash shit like somebody Pentium 4 computer at home, and that's what we're playing off of. Because we're worth nothing at it. Even though we play the game just as much as they do, probably more. Because they don't play it every day, because they allocate time. I won't be on till 12 o'clock noon on Friday. I play this shit every day. casually play the game great because we don't get great servers.
Tossing up some amps cover. Hostile spotted.
Eat it there.
He's running around this way.
Care package.
Got material. Care package coming in. To me.
He's gonna be coming in. One guy is coming in through
Reloading.
the door. One guy is coming upstairs. Coming upstairs now. Watch it.
Down a target. Reloading. Using a Phoenix kit.
Right here.
Numpty right here. Fuck, I'm havering.
She's gonna have to come around this storm.
There's a wee numpty.
Great stuff, Horizon. What are you trying to do? Correct, Horizon. I'm trying to get you.
Recharge.
Enemy downed.
Patching up.
Hey, he's weak.
Numpty.
Well done. The round is yours. Prepare for victory. Prepare for anything.
Did we get any material that game? No. Since we kind of noticed they're not that great, we might as well run for the material. Because I think that's what they're running.
Round 2. I hope you have discerned their weaknesses.
I guess y'all stay back, huh?
Secured some materials.
Got material.
Oh, why are you scared?
Taking fire. Putting up some amped cover.
Oh, they sit out there, huh? Here they come.
Amped cover for you, mates.
He's almost correct. Lifeline is. Yo! You missed me.
Double timing it. He's red. Reloading.
My buddy was down. I'm coming. I'm down too. That lifeline. He got a laser beam on it. We got to use cover, man. If we're gonna push, we gotta all push. Rank, man. A loser.
Round 3. Do not
mates.
Enemy there. Grenade flung.
They want that material. They got the material. They're right here.
Spotted what we science folk call a baddie.
It's not good to stand in front of somebody.
Gear package. Dropping from the orbit.
Let you shoot right there, man. You can handle that.
You're in the chimney. Off the right. I'm spotted. Eating lead. One in the distance. Doesn't look too scary, so you can come out of
Shot,
hiding.
Horizon.
They're shooting at me. Shields recharging.
Give me a
Got a
sec.
full OD.
Recharging shields.
Picked up some materials.
Give me a sec.
Taking fire. Reloading.
Yeah, he phased. He phased. He's almost cracked. Yes, cracked.
Relocate here.
Right here.
Enemy there.
Taking fire.
He's healing up
Off the
now.
mic. I'm
Oh, yeah,
spotted.
he's gone.
Give my shields a recharge.
Oh, my God. How did I miss that?
I'm down. Need him.
Take them down. Reloading.
Oh, crap. How can I miss all them Mozambiques?
The enemy closes in. This round could be
They're about to shoot. You okay with that?
I'm not.
I need to check her damage. Oh, she ain't doing too bad.
round 4. The result is not yet certain.
Knocked up some armed cover. Taking fire.
I don't know why. If y'all ain't got no sniper, I wouldn't.
Mates, that's one sad enemy over there. Care package touching down.
This game has
They usually
weapons
carry
in
rare
it, so it
platforms.
must be a tactical
Reloading.
game. I know it's a shooting game, but it's tactical also. They know where you're at. Every time you play some shield, they know exactly where you're at.
Need a lead. Spotted. Double timing it.
Yeah, pushing again.
Getting shot at.
Give me a sec. Recharging shield.
I just got scanned.
Close enough to smell the teardrops. Spotted. Double timing it.
They're coming up. Coming upstairs now. through the door. Here he come through the door. Right now, watch it. Breathe. There he is. I think.
Reload. Shooting at me. Enemy burned.
Down the target.
Reloading.
Charge. Upload.
Recharging my shield.
Impressive. Tiebreaker. Interesting. Let us see how this ends. Round 5. You do not fall easily. Good.
Putting up some armed cover.
$70. He gonna have to heal up now.
Enemy over there. Tossing up some armed cover.
So somebody
Mates,
pushing
that's
this
one
way.
sad enemy over there.
I got a hooligan over here.
Tossing up. Y'all learn this. Just watch your backs.
She phases. She phases.
Spotted what we science folk call
She
a
going for the
baddie.
drop.
Materials. Check.
105.
Boss, enemy here.
Oscar Mike. Spotted. Taking fire. Give my shields a recharge. I'm in smoke. Reloading. Reloading. Eagle red. Spotted. Double timers. Reloading. Spotted. Double timers.
He hit it for 70 right there.
Spotted.
Reloading.
fires. Eyes to the skies. A care package.
Contact. Stand by.
Take him down. Eat it there.
Give my shit.
Frag out.
Reviving them over here.
Taking fire. Reloading. Fine. Double timing it. Red. Give me a second. Recharging shield.
Oh, he's weak, super weak. Oh, he ain't.
Spotted. Double timing it.
Shields recharging.
We have a winner. Enjoy this, legends. You'll have to earn it again tomorrow.
Give me that damage. No, 48, really? That's all I got. That was a hard guy. Because I keep getting with these players that don't play that good. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? Oop, oop, oop. Oop, backside, oop. I like the cameras, why? It's really this map, man. This map is horrible for a tactical game. You know what I mean? It doesn't work. I feel like I'm playing hide and seek at the school ground or something. It just
Now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, boom, you're dead.
You know, science isn't exactly an exact science.
there you go.
This is my favorite part.
That live pro. Cool. That's that is.
You have limited time to impress the legends.
Righty then. Let's do
All
this.
my duckies in a row to figure it out. And I'm gonna start putting everything together and it's
Leaving my signature behind.
Ah, that's out of this world.
Round one. Your goal is win.
That boy got space in the middle, huh?
I got some materials for us. Yay!
Oh my,
On
an
top.
enemy.
They're on top.
Grappling.
Whole team.
I am taking fire, friends.
Yeah.
Reloading.
Pushing. Like they murdered it.
Recharging shields.
I like the way you push hard, yeah.
Care package.
Eyes to the skies. Shooting at me.
Don't get me killed like that. Got the whole team like
Reloading.
Jesus. You ran out there like you knew what you was doing. Had me all confident up.
Recharging my shields.
This place needs a little more.
actually trying to shoot. Yeah, and I know you see him running towards me. Are y'all farming? You looking at him. Looking at him right there, man. You can see him. I know you can.
Shields recharging.
Bam! Bam. Guess I'm running out of ideas.
He's cracked. He's cracked. Downstairs is
Shots
cracked.
fired and they're hitting me.
Cracked down here too.
Bad news. I'm down. I got a bad guy.
Come on, man. How can you? We just farm that material upstairs, man. Wow.
Sound good?
What you think?
Do not let them catch you.
Damage, man. That's what I want. How's your name change? Oh, that's because that's your.
Round 2. Kill your marks.
Heads up. Got one here.
That farm guy, he's farming for real, cause that's his name. He just runs out there, little killer, all by himself. Look at that.
The enemies are shooting at me. ArcStar
I'm glad
out.
I'm
I have
streaming
been
this
down.
so I could just turn this in, cause he just runs straight over there to him.
Got some materials. Shots fired. They're hitting me.
Get y'all banned real quick.
I'm down.
Sending a care package.
Care package dropping from the orbit.
Wasting my name. Y'all, man. Why would you run up like that? Come on, bro. Crazy, man. You know I can't win that one behind me and one in front. Why don't you just kill yourself at the beginning instead of staying in
The
the
enemy
game?
closes in. This round could seal your
You don't keep running up
They're
like
about
that.
to win.
Hold on, let me turn y'all in now before I do it.
Round 3. Do not relent.
Grab one.
And colluding with the enemy.
Target spotted.
Don't try to play now. I'm gonna actually die for you because I know what y'all trying to do is get a whole bunch of damage up. Make it easy for them to run straight up. I know it was you do. Because I know what y'all trying to do.
Recharging shields.
Here I am.
Been downed.
Reloading.
Then I want to watch it from y'all perspective and see if y'all actually shoot.
I just make it beautiful.
I know they try to let the game be won by y'all so they can get more damage in. You're not that hard to just run up and die there. Look at this. them shooting now. They're trying to die. That's what they're doing. He even created that.
Hostile spotted.
Take my 12.6, please. I hate people coming in game like that. To help they buddy.
Our winners have been chosen. Who will face them next?
But yeah, I got to say what you call it. And the farming guy is just a fake account. Just to create that. So let's get rid of that. Turn one of them in. They need to put something out here for farming. That's gonna be a new one. They got Smurfing in there already. You can't even have decent guns, man. All of a sudden now you can shoot shit in the game, but you've been running all the way up to the guys on the first two matches.
Okay, there's research afoot.
How are you in this silver match playing that horrible? First two matches that just ran straight up into the enemy. Straight into him.
Go. Prove your worth.
Right then, let's do this.
Alright. Let me see the other teammates. Sweet sauce out there. They need to give us more, man. Of them. They don't give us enough.
Round one. Achieve victory at all costs.
Drop the base.
Getting shot at.
They're firing on you.
Reloading.
Straight down. Shields recharging.
Charging shields. Come on, come on.
Charging on my shields.
Bots are shooting at me. They went straight.
Reload.
Synapses down. Reloading.
victorious. Prepare for victory. Prepare for anything. Round 2. You have your targets.
Grenade! Grenade! Grenade!
It's go time! Taking fire! Down one.
Oh shit! She's weak. She's weak. She's weak. I don't know how she's pulling that off, man. She's weak.
Reloading.
She just gets shot or what?
Heads up, we're not alone. I got some back. Let's go here.
Actions from now.
Right here, right here. It's logo again.
Reloading.
I can't believe I'm standing still. You're lucky I like you.
I'm recharging.
Finish this. Victory is near. Round 3.
Go time.
Grenade! Grenade!
Throwing back this way.
Down below.
Spotted an enemy over there.
Taking fire.
Reloading. Bleeding out.
Reloading.
Go.
Impressive.
about to get a little unladylike.
God damn. Oh, we ain't winning this one. Oh no, that was our team.
Let us begin, legends.
Get ready. We're about to do some fun winning.
Oh hell. This game ain't gonna feel right because it's two damn souls.
Another soft landing.
Taking fire, friends.
Reloading.
Giving my shields a recharge.
Empty right here.
Down one.
Enemy taken down.
Ain't getting none of that.
Perfectly executed. The victorious fighter is well prepared. Round two. I hope you have discerned their weaknesses.
Snatch some materials, amigos.
I got some materials for us. Yay!
I hear
I am taking fire,
Shall
friends.
we head there?
Give us the 31.
Reloading.
Enemy taken down. Double kill for me.
You all still stand. The mark of a superior squad.
Since they're all so cold,
Victory is near.
I'm going to sniper so I can get some damage out of here.
Round three. I'm beginning to enjoy this.
Jump pad out.
The enemies are shooting at me.
Man down. No bueno.
Secured some
I
materials.
got sniper now. Hold up, I can't help you. Where you at? Where you at?
I am taking fire, friends.
Care package arriving. Choose your next move quickly.
Not me.
That's you coming up?
Shields recharging.
The enemies are shooting at me.
Giving my shield.
Here they come.
I am taking fire, friend.
You pushed too early for me to snipe. That was my bad, though. Unless you.
Victory is within reach. Take it. Round 4. Push forward.
Another soft landing. Being shot at. Grenade out. Recharging my shields. Grenade deployed.
Right here.
Recharging my shields.
That damn hill. Boo boo.
Tiebreaker. Interesting. Let us see how this ends.
If y'all farming damage, we need each other. I got this damage. If y'all just kill me,
Round 5.
I'm screaming.
Arcstar out. Arcstar.
That's what I was
Come on,
saying.
compadre, get up. Come on.
Oh, I need you here.
Right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here, right here.
Right here.
I'm down. No bueno.
You're on top of it. Oh, I need you here.
Recharging shield.
Enemy
Healing
here.
up, healing
I am
up.
repairing myself.
Pause. Enemy here. Numpty right here.
Materials here.
Enemy reviving.
She's
I mean, Numpty
reviving
right
old
here.
boy. She's reviving him now. Reviving him right here.
Mulligan reviving.
Reviving him. He's up now. He's down, but she's right there. She's going around the corner.
Enemy down.
This way.
I am taking fire, friends.
Good farming.
You overcame the odds. I'm Your enemies are on their knees. End them.
Match point. So let's make a point. I'm kicking their bahookies.
follows us or something.
Taking fire. Picking up my shields. Taking fire, friends.
Giving my
She's almost
shields to
cracked.
recharge.
She's cracked.
Reloading. Down one.
Care package arriving.
Care package. Dropping some.
Still can turn.
The winner is decided. You may impress me yet. Legends.
402 TT. Surge 1402. Surge 1402. Why you wanna let me check? Why you wanna let me check? Move it. Why you wanna look at death recap? Oh, that's crazy. But I remember Surge 1402. It's just stuck. That's crazy. They know how to. I just don't like to be in the game with cheaters, and I don't care that we win, but I just don't like. People have to cheat to win the game. And see, they don't stream these type of games either. That's the problem too. But I'm streaming it. Like if you're a TTV and you're gonna be playing a ranked game, why you not streaming it? You know what I mean? He ain't streaming it, so you know they cheat. Look at his eyes. You can tell he cheat. That's crazy.
Hold on to me, Cole. This won't take a second.
We have a job to
How
do.
would you even play the game if you're not gonna stream it?
Repulsors, check. Stabilizers, check. Best buddy, check.
Matter of fact, you know what? I'm just gonna follow him.
Ain't afraid of you, you hear me?
I wasn't playing.
Focus. Fight. Win.
Fellas.
So they'll get out the game with that cheating, farm, and damage, man. That's what they're doing. You can't even have a honest game because just so they can have good content to put online and make it seem like they're gods in the game. They friends
Round one. Do not bore me.
and they can do whatever they want in the game.
Recharge my shields.
they send so much shit so quick, and we had nothing.
The victorious fighter is well prepared.
I can't upgrade my weapon.
Round 2.
We should go together.
Yeah, I'm about to say, did you play the game?
Materials, mates. Got some materials.
Care package. Could turn the tide for you. Could turn the tide for them.
Deers, eyes to the skies. A care package.
G'day, enemy here. Knuckle cluster out.
How do you keep following me?
Thermite grenade out.
Recharging my shields.
Grenade deployed.
Why do I keep getting in these games with nobody that can
The enemy's boot is on your neck. Remember it.
I'm done. It's not consistent.
Round 3. Do not relent.
Oh, hell no.
What do you say we move?
Got some materials.
Don't matter to me, we're gonna lose anyway.
Thermite grenade out.
Grenade. That boss is shooting at me. Grenade deployed.
Care package.
Grenade.
Impress me.
Taking shots.
Good shot.
Reloading. I've been down.
bullshit. I'm right in his face, shooting him with a Mozambique, and he not dropping. Just because the L-Star flash is going on. That's what the glitch is. As long as you have that L-Star, it's actually stopping them from getting damaged too. I'm right in his face.
You have to earn it again.
It's not shooting to the side or to the left. It's shooting him right in the face. That's bullshit. Bullshit. I quit. Wasting my time. Wasting my time. Might as well waste it later on tonight. When some honest players go on this shit, the Europeans and shit, but these dumbass Americans, man, they just figure out a way to fuck shit up all the time. Always want shit fast and greedy, just thieves and shit. And you know it ain't black people doing it. You know it's your dumbasses that's doing it, because they're the ones that you hire up there and shit as developers and programmers and shit. And so they go out there and cheat their way to the top, and y'all don't even try to stop it. How many jobs I done had in my lifetime that guys and lied on their resumes and got away with it and kept their job? But as soon as a black person lie on his resume, they trying to put him in jail for impersonating the, what you call it? I came in GE out of the military with another Army guy, and he had his resume look exactly like mine. I'm trained in electronics, pretty much an electrician, no Ohm's law and all that. So my contract is pretty deep on the type of test equipment I use and troubleshooting that I use and things like that. And the other guy that came in was the actual tanker that drove the tank. They didn't work on anything, don't know anything about the equipment on there. I worked on all the electrical side, the gun, that raises it up, lasers in, the gyros and all that. And this guy had the same exact resume as me. I said, dude, how did you get the job? Oh, I used the turret mechanics resume. My resume? And stuff, and turned it in and worked there for 4 years right along with me. And sat at his desk and done nothing because he didn't know what he was doing, but kept his job because he was white. And stuff, but we had to carry the team that we had and stuff like that, and other people talking about it in the company like, dude, why y'all still letting him get away with that? Why don't y'all say something like it? We're not in charge of him. Y'all are. But like they want us to come down and say something about it. We're not his boss. And stuff, but let that be a black person just one day not do something and sit over there and sit at his desk and not do something, or he's lazy, he gotta go. We gotta let you go for insubordination and not doing any work. So then y'all wanna know what white privilege is. I'm 50 years old and my best friend is white. Live in College Station and stuff, white dude, country as hell. You can listen to my accent and my voice, I got a country accent. Because I sing country music. I ain't saying I'm good at it, but listen to country music. And listen to hip hop and listen to R&B and rock and roll. Y'all the most racist, privileged people ever. We're all racist. So I don't care if y'all hear that word racist all the time and stuff, but racism is instilled in us because of our social programming that's been written into our history. Not slavery. It's pretty much how the judicial system works and how the school system works. It's how the job system works, how the policing works. It all works to benefit one or the other. So this is why you have racism. Until equality works, is that then we get rid of racism. And you could be any color over here. They might even come up with a whole new race. When the aliens land on here, we're going to get them their own race and stuff, and we're going to be racist against them. They be like, no, that can't be a race because he's not black, white, or what you got. He's a new race, man. He's an alien. So it's all about benefiting for another, and the other being deprived. So we probably need to get rid of the word racism and start using it as prejudice. Because it doesn't have to do with color, it just has to do with who you are and who's in control. So long as this is in control, they always gonna benefit to persuade and or sway to a certain direction for others that they want to succeed. You get what I'm saying? But it's gonna get better because y'all put a dummy in office. I ain't saying he wasn't successful. I just said a dummy. Because every time you say something like that, a stupid guy or a dummy or an asshole, because he was all what I'm saying right now. But I'm not saying he wasn't successful, but his success was handed down to him. And if anybody that knows him and studied him know that pretty much he's been losing the majority of the success his dad created and his grandfather created from the whorehouses that they made. Yeah, it was brothel houses. That read the history, and nobody spoke on that and stuff. Now, if a black person got his success from hoeing and prostituting or brothel houses and pimping, if you want to call it that, and their family had that, and one of the kids inherited, y'all know y'all wouldn't let him in office. Because you're like, no, you know what he's about? No, he comes from a long line of pimping. And y'all be like, nope, that can't happen. Comes from a long line of pimping, but so as the privilege does it, but it's not him. He didn't have nothing to do with it. But he came from a long line of pimping and stuff and got his success from that. And nobody judges it. But you can judge a black person from a long line of pimping and drug dealers and killers or whatever you want to say all black people do. This is how you judge all black people. I don't do that. No, yes, you do. At first, until you get to know them. Same way black people are with white people. We judge them saying you're privileged from the top and you're dumb and ignorant. You don't know stuff. This shit was handed to you. Prove to me that you know what you're doing. And stuff. How many people I know that got the job and didn't have to prove that he knew what he was doing before he got the job just because who he was. Us, we have to prove. We gonna put you on a trial status. I know white guys that came in the job and start being the boss right off the top just because they trusted him by lying on your resume. And stuff, and they give him the job before they give it to a brown. I'm just counting this all black, and I think Mexicans, some of the Mexicans are starting to understand that they are black too. And stuff, and because it ain't about color, it's about minority. And the easiest way to fight a war, weak people always go after the weakest ones. And what I'm saying is why we're weak is because we're less than. So would you want to fight 10 people or fight 100 people? Which one you think you have a better chance in winning? So you would go fight the minority, which is 10 people. You have a better chance at probably living through that than fighting 100. You're dead pretty much quickly. That's what America's about, is fighting the weak. None of them will stand up to a powerful country. That's why you'll see us raising a finger to Russia. You'll see us raising a finger to China. We can talk under our breath like China better get their shit right. Russia better get their shit right. No, but they afraid of them. You know they're afraid of them. Because they have a majority. So a majority or against a majority, that's a long war. They tried it once. They tried it against the Viet Cong, the Vietnam. They tried it, and they learned from the experience, like, damn, it was a bunch of them. We thought we had a chance at that. Because you couldn't see them hiding in them bushes. You couldn't see them hiding in them damn bunkers. If you didn't know how many it was, but you showed up, you're like, damn, you should have known they was having so many babies. Remember they was trying to change the population by saying you can only have one baby? There's stuff you should have known that you don't want to run your ass over there because they even had their babies and mamas and daddies fighting your ass. So you know there wasn't going to be a World War I. That's why we didn't win that. That's why we go over here to Afghans and Pakistans and these small little countries and fight at these people and take over their shit and make it seem like we're strong. That's just like a white person. White person won't come in no hood and run their mouth and say nigga, nigga, nigga. Let one white dude come over here and say nigga, nigga, fuck all y'all niggas, y'all ain't shit. he ain't gonna win because it's a bunch of us here. You get what I'm saying? That's how that works. But soon as we go in your territory, and we don't even have to say nigga, 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 just because they're afraid, because they're weak-minded. Just because they're afraid, as soon as they see a black in their territory, and we could be working, they call the cops. You know what I do in my community now? And the cops get mad at me every time I call them. I like, dude, it was this guy knocking at my door trying to sell me something. I don't know who he was. I don't know what vehicle he was. I didn't know that vehicle. This is a dead-end block. I don't know him. He shouldn't be in our community. Okay, what did he look like? Oh, it was a white guy, da-da-da. And like, what's wrong with you? Da-da-da. And it'd be a black cop, because they send black cops out here. Like, dude, he ain't supposed to be in my neighborhood. And I give him the license plate, take a picture of it, show him the picture of the license plate, and he looks up the license plate. He's like, oh, that license plate don't show up in our system. I say, okay, so if a black dude had a license plate that don't show up in your system, wouldn't y'all have a APB out or something like that, go and try to find that dude because something wrong, because it seems like he's doing something wrong for having illegal plates on his car. So he didn't seem that concerned. He'd be like, that's crazy. And he said, let me see the picture. And he looks at it. Yeah, that's what I typed in, and it don't show up in our system. Like, yeah, I told you that. Bald head, beard, and shades on. And I'm asking what he doing here. Like, what you need? Oh, I could be with FEMA, or I could be with insurance, or I could be like, dude, since you could be with all those, you need to get off my block before I call the cops. As a matter of fact, I am calling the cops, because that's what y'all would do in our neighborhood, especially since you can't give me a decent answer. What the hell you doing in front? And then I'm looking at his phone. I'm seeing my address in his phone. Like, he looking, and he be like, see, I got your address right here. Like, dude, I don't need FEMA. I don't need insurance. I already talked to my insurance claim. It was during some little storm or something. I think we had a flood and stuff. I already talked to my insurance and everything. Like, the jester's already been in my house and went through everything. What are you doing? And so, like, what are you doing here? Like, it was just strange. And it was right around the time when they were talking about raiding the Capitol, and people had their own opinions of what was going on with Trump and Democrats and Republicans or whatever, because it was getting real ugly on people's ideology on how stuff should be and how stuff works. So it was getting where they were trying to go to war with anybody that don't agree with them. Like, really, do? So now you can't voice your opinion even though y'all interpret the Constitution different. Like, now we all can't comprehend basic sentences because the amendment is one big long run-on sentence. And all I want everybody to do is to read that First Amendment. Because he's like, I got freedom of speech. Yeah, you got freedom of speech for religion. He said, I got a right to assemble. You got the right to assemble in religion. Go read the first sentence that it says. It says thereof after it says for religion. It says thereof. And then go look up the definition for thereof. And you'll see that the definition thereof means everything after this is pertaining to the first thing that was said at the beginning. And that's what a semicolon is too at the same time. So it's redundant. They show thereof and a semicolon. All of us have basic English. So how are these guys taking certain phrases out of the First Amendment and saying, I have the right to assemble? I have the right of freedom of speech. No, dude, you had a right of freedom of speech to speak on your religion. You had a right to press towards religion. So if you want free press, you know what I mean? That's what they're saying, that people can go around and camera and do press to anything that they want to. No, now through policies and what you call it that's been passed through the government and the city, we actually have where the news can have permission and get permits to do these things. But us as people, only way you could do it is if you were practicing your religion. That's the only way. If it doesn't have anything to do with Christianity, being Catholic, Muslim, or none of that crap, you shouldn't be able to go out there and do any press on it. But if it has something to do with religion, you can. Until you pull a permit, you cannot do that in public, except unless it's about religion. That's the only thing they can't stop. The freedom of press to religion, the freedom of speech to religion, the freedom to assemble to religion. All this is for religion. Matter of fact, I'll pull it up on my phone so to help some of these slow people that let our Supreme Court reinterpret something that has basic English sentence that was set up. A basic, simple sentence. First Amendment. The Congress shall make no law representing an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof. Now I'm gonna go look up thereof for you, and just to help y'all out, so I can tell you what thereof definition is. Thereof, of the thing just mentioned. That's how basic it is. I wish I had the camera where I could show you. Of the thing just mentioned. Like, I don't know if you can get it. That's what thereof means. So once it start, and you can't see that, but look it up yourself. Say thereof, and it say of the thing just mentioned. You get what I'm saying? So whatever it mentioned at first, the thing that was just mentioned, which is religion, you cannot prohibit the free exercise of religion thereof. Of the first thing that was mentioned, abridging the freedom of speech. Of the first thing that was mentioned, which is religion, which is free exercise of your religion, or prohibited a person from speaking on his religion, or press on somebody's religion, or the right for people to peacefully assemble for their religion, and to petition the government to readdress the grievances. So if somebody goes against your religion, or say you can't do this in your religion, it's that's part of the First Amendment. That's all that's about. It ain't, you can't separate those. You can't just take out the first sentence. You can't take out that whole first sentence and just say abridging the freedom of speech, the press, or the right to people to peacefully assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. You can't do it. You can't do it. And that's pretty much what they've done. What the Supreme Court has done. Just took out the whole complete first sentence talking about religion and just said we just gonna give them the right to have press and assemble and freedom of speech and to have grievances. Well, I forgot what the last part. And to petition the government, pretty much. To come at the government and say, hey, motherfucker, you can't stop me because it's against my religion. That's pretty much what they're saying. You could write a petition and get everybody together and say, we don't like this. You need to fix this. Towards your religion. So, if people start teaching it the right way and stop reworking it to work for them, just like most Christians do, is use certain verses in the Bible to say, oh man, it say you had a right to slaves and stuff, or you have the right to talk shit to somebody and kill off people. I'm like, dude, I'm like, man, you could get the whole Bible from one section of the Bible, and most reverends, pastors, preachers, they don't use it. It's called Deuteronomy. You can get the whole up and down of it, and you get everything that was in there. That's a history book of what happened to these guys that lived during those times with Jesus and Moses and all that. So they wrote the history book of who did right and wrong and stuff like that, and what was right and wrong, and what was the 10 Commandments. So if you live by these things, you receive blessings, or you was taken care of. If you did any of these things, went against it, you was cursed, or you was killed, or you was that. Bad things that happened to you. So that was a history book, just like in chemistry. I call that a history book. Anything in science is a history book because they tested things to find out what worked and what doesn't work. You get what I mean? So if some people say, oh man, fuck religion, I'm not going to listen to it. How you going to say fuck religion if you can't say fuck science? And you can't say fuck the wars that happened. That's history. We learned from the wars. We learned from our mistakes. It's that we learned from science that you can't mix certain chemicals together or it might blow up in your face. So if you know this by history, which was written in a science book, just like history was written in a Bible. So if you know in the Bible that you do certain things, you're going to get messed over. If you do certain things, you're going to get blessed. You get what I mean? So It's the same as all these other history books that we learned from. And so people need to wake up, man, and start understanding that you can't just find certain things in there and say, I'm gonna only believe in this part, I don't believe in the other part. That it don't make sense to me, man. It's just knowing that bad is bad and good is good. That's why if you look at every religion, each one of them has negative and bad. They have a devil and God. They have negative and positive. I'm talking about Buddhism or something like that, where they practice energy and spiritual. But it's good and bad spirits. It's good and bad energy. It's the devil and God. It all means the same thing, but you just got to learn, like, if you do bad and you know that you did bad and you messed up at this time, you can't keep doing bad over and over and think you're going to get different results. That's the definition of insanity. Y'all know that. So are we all insane knowing that if we keep killing somebody or talking bad about somebody or don't love somebody because there's something else or that you don't believe in them? I don't even care if that dude went out there and murdered 10 people. He's still human. It's not your job to dislike him and to kill him unless they appointed you to do that thing. God appointed you to do that. But if he ain't appointed you in that, within the government and within the system and how they got it working to do that part, stay in your lane. Stay out of the way. But that's the problem with Trump people. They don't know how to stay out of their lane. They really think they are the chosen ones. If they were the chosen ones, I wonder why they feel so oppressed right now. Why do they feel like black people? Why do they feel like they can't even represent what they truly believe because they're not going to be helped in the store, or they can't hold a job, or they can't do this? Now they see what it feels like to be a minority in the business area. Now they see how it feels to be oppressed. And they say, I can't even wear my Trump hat and stuff because I probably won't be served and stuff like that. People come after me. That's the same way we feel. But you guess what? I can't take my hat off. I can't take my shirt off because it's built into me. It's built into my skin. It's built into a lot of us in this world skin. We can't take it off. All you got to do is take your hat off. All you got to do is take your shirt off. All you got to do is stop talking about it. Us, it's always going to be the same. We're painted that way. So what I say to everybody else that want to keep believing in that ideology or whatever, instead of us all getting along, how does it feel to be a nigga? And that's all I got to say to that. Because that's what it feels like to be oppressed. That's what we go through every day, even though we have our great days, because we're built a different way, because we've been so oppressed and beat up so much that it makes us stronger. Y'all been handed out so much that you wouldn't even be able to stand on your own once you start being oppressed. That's why you seeing people killing themselves. That's why you seeing people just giving up and quitting and don't want to do nothing now, because they always been handed this stuff. And now you got to live like us. Now you see why we're so strong and we don't take shit. Because we've been getting your shit for decades, centuries, whatever you want to give it. We've been getting it for a long time. It's now you see what it feels like. So hopefully it's a teaching or it's a history that you can learn from, and we can all get better. Hopefully it will. I'm done with y'all.